Good morning, everyone. Today we'll see about CNC CMM. Next, advantages of CNC CMM, limitations of the CNC CMM. Next we'll see digitizing. Next, scanning of this CMM. Okay, this topic we'll see today. So, what is CNC CMM? Yesterday also we have seen about this definition of CNC and CMM. Okay, what is CNC and CMM? So it is the coordinate measuring machine. CMM is coordinate measuring machine. So it is the coordinate measuring machine is a device that measures the geometry of physical objects. So what it do? It measures the geometry of physical objects by sensing discrete points on the surface of the objects with a probe. So it is measured by a probe. On various types of probes are used in CMMs. So not only one probe, there are different types of probes in CMM, including mechanical, optical, laser, and white light. So these are different types of mechanical, optical, lasers, and white includes. These are different types of probes. So CNN is a coordinate measuring device that measures the geometrical physical objects. Okay, like sensing discrete points on the surface of the object with it is measured by a probe. So it is not only one probe, by various probes it has, like in mechanical, optical, laser, and white light. So this is about CNC CMM probe. Okay, CNC table is made of granite table. This is portal. The blue color is portal. Next, probe. This tip of the nib is probe. That is probe. So x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, all it is showing. Rotary table. This is a rotary. You can move it. Rotary table. So here x and y is position, direction with the scales it is showing. Next, advantages of CMM. Okay, CMM is coordinate measuring machine. So advantages of this we'll see now. So what are the advantages? Automatic work part element on the machine table. Inexpensive inspection personnel can also be operated. 5 to 10% of inspection time compared to the manual inspection methods. So it is very simple operation. CMM is a very simple operation. Next advantage is shorter measuring time. So within a short time we can measure with this machine. Next, automatic work parts alignment in possible. So automatically it can measure different parts and alignment of the position also it can find out. Next, better repeatability. So better position it is. Repeatability means it is better. In all ways it is better in all things. Next, economical even for small batches. So small persons like small companies can also, it can be, they can also use this CMM. Okay, economical event of small batches. High output. So workload come out very high within short period. Next, flexibility. So it is very flexible in all working operations. Next one, reduced step out time. Step out time is very less. Improved accuracy. Accuracy is also very good. Improved accuracy. Next, improved productivity. Productivity is also very high. Reduced operator errors. So there is no errors in operations. Okay, these are the different types of advantages of CN and CMM. Okay, economical of even small batches can produce. So they also can use this machine. Simple operation, greater accuracy and precision of about plus or minus 0.005 mm, like that accuracy. Okay, workpieces with complex shape such as aerofoil surface can be measured through scanning and digitizing on CMM. So these like aerospace foils surface, those surfaces can also measured by this CMM and by scanning and digitizing of CMM. Okay. So these are the different types of advantages of CMM. Next, limitations. What are the limitations of CMM? So they are located away from the inspection area. So these are very far about inspection area. This causes unnecessary transportation and handling of components to be inspected. So the machine will be way somewhere else. So these parts to be moved from here to the inspection place. That is the little bit causes. Okay, that is the limitation. Next, components are stored in a conditioned room before being downloaded to the machine. So before taken to the machine to inspection, they are stored in a room. Okay, they are stored in a conditional room. This causes delay in inspection as they are kept in room. So inspection will be very much delayed. More initial investment. So for this initial investment should be kept in. Need express technician and undertake CMM maintenance. So very knowledge person should be needed for operating this machine. Okay, and maintenance cost is also very high. So it is a high initial cost. That is one limit. Next, CMM are located in a separate space away from the manufacturing area, which give rise to unnecessary transportation and handling. As the machine is very far from the manufacturing, to take these whatever the manufactured material should be take to the machine of inspection, that is very far. So the transport rises is unnecessarily for handling the goods from here to there. Okay, that is one next limitation. Maintenance cost is high. Cost is also maintenance cost is high, and the operator should also be very skilled person. So these are the limitations of that. Okay, next we see digitizing. What is this digitizing? Digitizing is the process of gathering digital information. Okay, gathering digital information about an undefined 3D objects. It is used in many industries, including toy automotive, aerospace, tool die making, mold making, press tools, etc. Okay, so this is a digitizing is digital operations. Okay, information gathering from the digital information about the 3D objects. So this digitizing is the process of collection of data and converting any 3D objects into the dimensional form. Okay, this is the digital data which converts 3D objects into dimensional forms. Next, digitizing reproduce a complex shapes in point clouds format. So with this, they can make different complex shapes. Okay. Next, the method of digitizing could be to manually move to stylus along the 3D object. So method of digitizing could be manually moved to the stylus along 3D. So along after that, 3D objects can also be designed. The process of digitizing used in many industries, including automobiles, aerospace, tools, and die press tools, etc. So with this, many industries includes automobile, aerospace, tools, dies, etc. can be manufactured. Okay. So so that is the digitizing. It is the process of taking multiple multiple single points measurements of 3D coordinate to build a geometry. So all together, combined together, multiple single points measured of 3D coordinate to build a single geometry. This type of data is used frequently for incorporating and reverse engineering applications with mostly geometrical entries. Okay. Next, the process of digitizing used in many industries like manufacturing, like automobiles, aerospace, tools, dies, press tools, etc. So that is digitizing. So digitizing represents complex free-form shapes into a point clouds format. Series point coordinate measuring machine use the features. The CMM operation maintains contacts between the probe and the surface being measured. So it keep the contact between the connection between the probe and the surface being measured. This records several dimensions needed to define the geometry of the object. Next, scanning. What is this scanning? So scanning is one of the non-contact inspection methods. So non-contact inspection method. Here a laser beam is used. The beam is made to swim across the components to be measured. So by our naked eye directly we won't see. Scan means like the objects which we can scan by our eyes. But here we won't use our naked eyes by a machine like a laser beam is used to measure the or scan these things. So scanning is the one of the non-contacting inspection. Okay, non-contacting inspection method. In this method, the sensor is not in direct contact with the workpiece. So sensor is also not direct contact with the workpiece. The sensor is located at a distance from the workpiece to measure the desired features. Okay. In scanning process, a laser is used to project a continuous thin beam of light. See, this is the laser beam. Okay, this is the laser beam from where the this rotating mirror. From here the laser beam, this here it reflects to the mirror. From there it falls on the this laser beam optical direction. Okay, detector. Okay, in scanning process a laser is used to produce a continuous thin beam of light. A rotating mirror deflects the beam so that the sweeps across the objects of the measure. So from here from mirror the rays falls or sweeping. See here beam sweeping. From here from the mirror it sweeps the beam and falls on this lens. Measures the light sensor is located at the focal point. So the lights which falls on the focal point, see here the focal point where the 2 points meet is called focal point. Okay, focal point of the lens system to detect the interpenetration of the length of the or light beam as it is blocked by the object. So this is the object here, it is falling on this. This is the optical detector. The time lapse corresponding to the interpenetration of the light beam is measured to determine the desired dimension of the parts. So like this, from here the laser beam will fall on the rays will fall on the rotary mirror. From there it falls on the sweeping the beam sweeping the lens. Next it falls on the objects. From there it falls on the focal point. So this is the focal point. From here to here we'll measure after that focal point, till that focal point. That the time lapse coordinates to the inspection of the light beam is measured to determine the desired dimensions. So this way we can measure the desired dimensions. Okay. So what is understood? So it is simply a way of automatically connection of a large number of data points. Okay, it is a collection of large number of data points to accurate define the shape of the object. Okay, to define the shape of the object, faster data collection. So it collects the data very fastly. Conventional CMMs equipped with touch trigger probes use the stick scanning methods to reduce stream points from the part surfaces. So these all are the stream points. Okay, so from laser beam it falls on the rotary mirror. From there it pass through and collecting falls on the collecting, what is this, sweeping beam lens. From there it falls on the objects. So then afterward that lens falls on the or rays falls on the focal point where they meet together on the object. So from here to here we'll measure the distance of that object. Okay. So this is the scanning. So an optical detector is used to detect the intensity of the light. During scanning, there is a change in light intensity. So during the scanning, the light will be changed. Okay. The changing follows the square wave of by measuring the time between two. And by knowing the speed laser, the dimensions of the objects can be calculated. The machine display the dimensions. Okay. So this is the scanning process. So what is that? It has a sensor. The sensor is located at the distance from the workpiece. So sensors are located at the distance of the workpiece to measure the desired features. Next, the scanning process is the laser is used to project a continuous thin beam. So scanning, what it does, process laser is used to project a continuous thin beam of light. Next, a rotating mirror is deflected. So here mirror is kept. Next, a rotating mirror is deflected the beam so that it sweeps across the objects. So what this beam do? A rotary mirror, it deflects the beam so that it sweeps across the objects of the measured. The light sensor is located at the focal point. So at the focal point, the light sensors are placed of the lens system to detect the interface of the light beam. So how much the light length is falling, to determine that we are keeping the light sensors. As it is blocked by the object, the time lapse corresponding to the interface of the light beam, then we measure the determined of the desired dimensions. That way we use the scanning. Okay. So this is the operation of scanning. So okay, today what we have seen, CNC CMM, about CNC CMM, this definition last class only we have studied. So this is the CNC CMM machine. Next, advantages of CNC CMM we have seen. Next, limitations. What are the limitations? That is advantages and disadvantages. Limitation, nothing but disadvantages. Next, digitizing. What is the use of digitizing there? It is the converting any 3D objects into dimensional form. That is the digitizing. Okay. It reproduces a complex shapes in point cloud format. Okay, that is the digitizing. Next, scanning we have seen. Okay, so we'll end it here today. Next class we'll see. Okay, thank you very much.